Welcome back. We are live here with a couple of guests from our good friends now from Australia, and that is Athletic Director Kieran Buckley and Tanya Thompson. Hi, how you doing?
We're doing really well. It's been a whirlwind 5 days. We arrived in San Francisco after 36 hours of travel, basically, and
Wow.
made our way up to Seattle, and now we're here enjoying everything Glacier Peak has to offer. It's been an amazing night.
That's fantastic. Where are you staying at around here?
We're in downtown Seattle at the moment, and part of the process or part of the experience is immersing ourselves in the American culture. So we've really enjoyed, particularly our time in San Francisco. There's such a beautiful city.
It is.
It's such a cultural experience that we don't get to see all that often in Australia. And then to come up to Seattle and see the beautiful city that is as well. But then also see some of the real life issues that you face over here in the States.
Yeah, we've got. What's it like in Australia? I mean, obviously, part of that is the homeless here. Do you have a lot of that down there?
Not a lot, not that we see. I guess it's probably a lot more visible for the kids to see walking around the streets yesterday. But, yeah, quite confronting.
Yeah, that's a great word for it. They're trying to figure it out, especially in Seattle, and they're having trouble with that. But moving back to basketball, great win for the girls, 53-55. Yeah. We had Ellie up here with one of her buddies too. She was nervous, and then she got rolling right away. So
you can't stop her once she gets started.
And so, no, it's been great. You've been both liaisons for us to get us the information, and we thank you very much. I know the boys are having a tough time, but Glacier Peak just came out of the gate strong. But the girls battled back from a 10-point deficit and got it done. Very on both sides, very well coached with Matt Sutton as the head coach. He's got both boys and girls.
Oh, Matt's an exceptional coach. We're very lucky to have Matt as part of our program at Tenison Woods College. Matt himself was a very accomplished basketballer. He played at the highest level in Australia in the NBL with the Adelaide 36ers. He's the current coach of our NBL 1 team, which is the league just below the NBL for the Mount Gambier Pioneers, and I think he's actually won Coach of the Year twice in the South Conference.
Wow.
So he's a very credentialed coach, very lucky to have him. And the girls also, they respond very well to his approach as well. Our girls traditionally also are very strong. We play this game called netball in Australia, and it's essentially basketball without the dribbling. So I'm not sure if you noticed at all, and the American viewers at home, how well the Australian team traditionally pass the ball, which generates so much offense. And once the girls are able to settle down and get themselves into the game, that passing game becomes a real feature of ours. On the flip side, with the boys, our boys team back home are actually very strong. But it's such a wonderful experience for our boys program to come across, because there is lots of publicity, and there is pathways too available for our boys to make their way across to the States for college education. We see all the NBA stuff on the television. For them to come across and then see it firsthand, how big the pool is, how much talent there is in the US, globally, not just in Australia, not just in our small pocket, is actually a wonderful experience in itself too. So our JV boys got a taste of that, and now our varsity boys, who are competing really well, but they're copping a taste too of that next level of basketball. And essentially that's what they're striving for. Then this is the level that they have to elevate their game to. So it is actually, regardless of the score, a really rich and rewarding experience.
That's fantastic. And, the thing that we noticed right out the gate was the passing. Like you said, we saw the rebounding and the outlet passing. Boom, right down court.
Well, Ellie had that really long pass.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah. And right out originally we're going, whoa, that's incredible. And then we have I also announced for Seattle Pacific University, we have a gentleman from New South Wales, Australia, Trace Evans, and he's quite good. You guys have some very good basketball down there. That's a big factor. Right. You also have Australian rules football, correct? And you play cricket down there. What about baseball?
We do. There is an Australian league. We do have a lot of the professional players from the US come out and play in that particular league, but not as a larger profile as some of those sports that you listed off.
Okay. But the Australian rules football and cricket and rugby.
Yeah, rugby. Look, cricket is probably one of our national games in the summer, no question. And then AFL is probably the leading. It's equivalent to the NFL, if you like, in terms of the power it has, the financial backing it has, and the popularity that it has back in the country. So it's probably fair to say that AFL is the number one code, along with the rugby that you mentioned. But basketball's profile is definitely
that's the big one.
Picking up too as well. We have a number of players who are opting to have that alternate pathway out of college, come play professionally in Australia. I think it's starting to be recognised. The NBL 1 comp is starting to be recognised as a legitimate league for the next for
Would that
players
be
to come through.
National Basketball League? Is that what that
stands for?
So Tanya, obviously you've been helpful to us. You've helped get the viewers on board for us. What is your official title or role with the operation, with the firm?
My official title, administration.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So you two work together, I would imagine?
Generally, yes. I'm the director of Kieran. So.
Well, we appreciate both of you, everything you've done. We've had an exciting night. We've had great viewership all over the world because we can monitor that. And then here, and then, of course, in Australia, because of the chat room, we've had a chance to talk to parents. We've had Jamie Smith, parent, Trixie Crouch. We've had Edie Easterby, excuse me. And then we also had Poppy Venn's dad, I think, checked in. Well, she had a great
Damien
quarter. No doubt about it. So we thank you for stopping by and all your hospitality.